people are complaining about the LGBTQ plus content and it's too this and that.
Yeah.
I'm not coming at anybody homosexual. I'm just saying that's how they're looking at it or labeling it as if it's like. But if you explain why you're moving in that direction, maybe you can kind of keep some of your audience and not alienate the people that feel like this is crazy and I can't get down with this. You're teaching my kids blah blah blah.
But anyway, on to some more seriouser news. Shit. I guess we can start. We can start with Bob Iger, dog. Bob Iger has snapped on all the Disney people and said that they have lost sight of on what their original job was. It wasn't messaging; it's actually to entertain people. Because Disney is in a huge slump, and Bob Iger recently came back too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he just only been back with Disney about a year, because he had stepped down as a CEO, and they called him back because they were struggling so much. So,
well, if they would stop recycling movies and stop tickling booties, they might could get somewhere.
There you go.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna hold you. All them live action shits is trash.
Of course they are.
Yeah, every I like movies I like. I was looking forward to The Lion King, like, because the actors and everything, and that shit was trash. I said I cut that shit. I don't even think I made it all the way through The Lion King. I think I cut that shit off halfway.
Everything doesn't need a remake, though. Why are you remaking The Lion King?
Why
are we remaking The Lion King?
Cash grab.
Why?
Even after Lion King 1.5 and Lion King 2.
Seriously.
Hey, why? Leslie, if they would have made it more animated, you really were looking at real life animals sitting there talking to you. Like, all right, man, this you can't even get past it. If you'd have made it a little more kiddie-ish, where they got the animated eyes, it would have been a better,
or y'all could have just left it the hell alone. Everything does not. The Lion King didn't need a remake, and I'll tell Walt to his damn face. It never should have happened. That's what the hell y'all get.
Hey, Bob Iger them out there. No, they out there middleman and weed. That's what they doing.
That's what they doing.
They selling one weed.
That's exactly what they do.
They was trying to load up for the Disney Plus app on the live action, and that shit ain't work.
That shit did not work. Yeah.
Hey, Disney Plus stuff fell off. Ain't nobody gonna say it.
It's been, to me, shit. I think it fell off. WandaVision was dope. I didn't too much care.
It fell off when they started sending shit straight to the app. When people start going back to the theaters, it was over with.
Yeah, I can see that.
They had a few though.
I think they was just stretching themselves thin.
Like, I like Loki, and I ain't even watched that shit. I watched the first episode. I don't even think I finished it.
Loki good. I thought WandaVision was good. The Rome didn't really like the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I liked that a little bit. It was a few parts I didn't like, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. But like, it's just not a lot to say though. You know what I mean? It's very,
yeah. Streaming is hard. Streaming is hard, man. And Disney, I know they got a boat ton of money, man. But like the way they produce stuff, you even saw with Disney Plus shows that the production value wasn't there. They was overworking their VFX artists, right? That part right there. Because like I said, I had.
They should have just kept Disney Plus as the throwback to watch all your old Disney movies and left that shit at that, and they would have been just fine. Quit trying to make all this new stuff, because if you were a Disney watcher like how me and my sisters were, I will sit there and watch Disney Plus and watch all the old movies. I don't give a shit about this new shit. The only new Disney show where I feel like they completely snapped was Encanto. Like, Encanto, they got their shit off with Encanto. Other than that, but Encanto, we don't talk about Bruno. Me and my baby sing that song every morning in the car.
Yeah, Encanto is fire.
They got their shit off. I don't know if y'all don't have children or not. But go on and listen to We Don't Talk About Bruno and tell me that they ain't get that shit off. Other than that, Disney can say that.
I like Turning Red too.
Oh, yep. My baby loved that as well.
That was good.
So, and even if you focus on new content, that might be some groundbreaking Disney stuff. I mean, you could still do that. Just make it animated. Like, just stick to it instead of like. Then you could have focused more on the Marvel shit and do all. Then you'd have to make so many and try to get overwhelmed and create the whole Marvel universe. Like, That shit is damn near impossible to do. So,
and aren't those movies like 5 hours long?
Look at DC. They've made 1,000 Batmans, and I mean that shit works every time. Right. Not saying you got a whole bunch of Wolverines, but just saying like you could do other stories with premier characters. Like they did Spider-Man. You could have did Spawn. You could have did just other characters. Like how they did Deadpool and brought him onto the line. Like he wasn't never really a premier character until the movie really came out. Even though everybody, we all knew about him. But I'm just saying, people that just are just casual fans of Marvel, they didn't probably know anything about Deadpool. Then you can stretch that story with Wolverine and all that other. So then they could have spent more time on like the quality of it, like a Deadpool and the other. There's others. I mean, I'm not knocking. I'm just using that as an example. But that's kind of how I feel with it. But they just was doing too much at once. And then, like you said, now they trying to fill all this content on Disney Plus to try to get people to watch it. Where you should have just been unlocking the damn vault, like Leslie said. Get the kid, because the kids are still hooked, right? Like you can't tell the family like, hey y'all, we finna get rid of Disney Plus. They're gonna be like, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I got to be able to watch Mowgli at a snap of the finger. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's kind of where they went wrong, and
because these kids will like the movies. Like me and my sisters, we introduced our kids to the movies that we used to watch when we were younger. Like they love like Frozen and the what's the one from Louisiana? Princess and the Frog. They like our kids love that type of stuff. Like I'll sit there and watch that stuff over and over and over. Like Aladdin is one of my favorite Disney movies. I would watch Aladdin all day long, every day. Like I love it. So like y'all really y'all ain't have to do all that extra stuff because y'all old stuff don't always hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Go ahead, Trey. You got it.
No, I was gonna say. I think another issue too, Kendall, that they had is they went through like a 5 to 10 year period of where they were just hitting you with like really good content, and then they became like the other streaming services. You know what I mean? Where we're not gonna pay these writers anymore, but we still gonna feed y'all all of this content, and so we just getting a real bad product at this point. That's really how I feel. Like, cause a lot of the same writers of the movies and the shows that we were watching that we like, they not on there no more because they wanted more money. And Disney wasn't ready to play.
Pixar and Illuminate and all the other companies started fucking them niggas up, and they couldn't keep up. That's all.
That right there.
And to me, they problem was a lot bigger than just the content they was creating. Marvel definitely they just oversaturated, and the quality started going way downhill. So to speak,
that's where money went.
Yeah. But my issue is this: like Disney should have never started a streaming service. They was doing too many acquisitions at one time. Like you only got so much talent, like you know what I mean, and like from like one studio to another, and all these people working for the different studios and shit like that. What they did was they created a monopoly, and then like I said, they started stretching the talent too thin. So what they ultimately should have did is what they doing now is they starting to license out their content. They should have just been licensing their content to HBO and Netflix and all these other streaming services, and they should have never got into streaming.
Well, that's what they were doing. Then they pulled everything off of there.
Right, they pulled that's what
a bunch of shows on Netflix that was popular.
Right. Yeah, but no, just let me finish. And then, so like I said, when they did that, when they pulled everything off of the Netflix, the other streaming services, and created their own, what they failed to realize is at that point, everybody was fatiguing streaming services. Like niggas is paying for 75 apps. My streaming, the amount of streaming apps I pay for and quote unquote don't pay for is way more than the cable bill ever would have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, and cats like, man, I ain't paying for that shit. Like I'll watch it when I'll pay for it while the show that I want to see is out, and then I'll cancel that shit. That's what everybody do, and it was like, you know what I mean. So like, but now they going right back and putting that shit on Netflix, because like when all these other services came out, for a second I thought Netflix was in trouble, but you see Netflix been in the game so long, like everybody running right back to them. They putting HBO putting their shit back on there, Marvel's putting their shit back on there. Everybody going right back to Netflix.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, me personally, Netflix, even though I'm not a big Netflix person, I think they always have a good way of providing certain levels of content though, like, or something that you want to watch every couple of years at least. Like, I think they're bringing that Squid Game back, and like, I think they have the pulse of the streaming service because they the top. They was the ones doing it really first anyway.
Right. I was gonna say they have the benefit of being first.
Right. And I think Disney just was they were kind of like, shit, we got to compete at some point. I mean, shit, AT&T was doing direct TV streaming, and you know what I'm saying. Like even a damn phone company was trying to get involved in streaming services. So I think at that time that was just what they was just trying to see what would work. Shit, Google was trying at some point, you know. So I think they were, you know, Disney was trying to use their name. Like shit, we got a lot of movies, we got a lot of shows. Like I think if they would have did smart shit like unlocking the vault for like some of the racist shit they got in there and like showcasing stuff and teaching kids like this is what we were doing and this is what we're trying to move. This is why we're going gay or, you know, whatever term you want to use. I'm just saying, like, you know, the whole, you know, people are complaining about the LGBTQ plus content and it's too this and that. I'm not coming at anybody homosexual. I'm just saying that's how they're looking at it or labeling it as if it's like, but if you explain why you're moving in that direction, maybe you can kind of keep some of your audience and not alienate the people that feel like this shit is crazy and I can't get down with this. You're teaching my kids blah, 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 which I'm not saying they're wrong, but I'm just saying if you did it like that and explain things instead of just trying to ignore it, act like it's not there or how they were, you know, the misogyny, things like, you know, with the, you know, Cinderellas and, you know, it's all types of stuff that we can go into that content with. But I think that would have kind of helped a little bit more versus, you know, and even some of the old Mickey Mouse stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like from back in the day. I don't know if that's on there. Maybe it is, but I think that's kind of what they should have maybe focused on first, and then spread the movies out to Trey's point because they gave you like 5-10 years of perfect movies, quote unquote, and then now they like stretching themselves thin. Now they got Star Wars, they got Lucas, they got, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and we don't know what the hell to do. I mean, what else can we release that's gonna get people to go watch it and sell the way we used to selling, which is billions upon billions every damn year.
To me, like, and to me, it's just a typical problem that you see with like a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of companies in general. Like when you don't outsource and you try to do too much shit in house, it don't never fucking work out. Like you got to go reach out to other subject matter experts. You like it's a motherfucker over here that's really good at fucking logistics. It's a motherfucker over here that's really good at fucking admin shit. You gotta sometimes you gotta outsource and give shit to other people instead of trying to do everything in house because it dilutes the product. Like, you know what I mean? And you stretch the shit thin. That's why I feel like Disney was a victim of, like, stretching themselves thin, trying to create that monopoly, so to speak. You know what I mean? But fuck,
because it was bound to crash, right? I mean, how long have they had the monopoly? I mean, they had ABC, they had ESPN. So like this was bound to come at some point. Like everybody ain't gonna just be like, oh, it's Disney, so I'm just gonna keep this shit because of the name.
I was just about to say that with the subscriptions now, you could choose Disney Plus, or they have like Disney Plus ESPN, or now Disney Plus ESPN and Hulu. So now y'all trying to attract everybody in the family. Hulu for mama to watch her shows, ESPN for daddy for the sports, and Disney for the kids. So now y'all, that's how they trying to, I feel like, reeling people back in, which isn't, you know, a bad idea because now I'm paying for one subscription versus 3.
Listen, I got that bundle. I don't fucking touch ESPN Plus. I ain't never turned that shit on.
Pointless.
That shit is pointless. ESPN.
And I watch more sports than anybody. That shit is a waste.
That shit is a waste of time. I watch ESPN on the TV. I want to see my sports in real time. Like, then I watch that shit on the TV. I ain't turning on no damn app.
They don't have any live content on there?
Yeah, they got live content on there. But it's but what I'm saying is like I'm not using that app exclusively. I'm watching ESPN on terrestrial TV. Like I go to the YouTube.
Oh, I see what you mean. You don't want to stream.
Yeah, I don't want to stream that. That's just pointless. But Hulu and Disney Plus I use frequently, so to speak, but still I don't even use them as much.
And the ESPN app don't even work that good.
It's terrible. I stopped using that like a year and a half ago. Like it's horrible streaming. It's slow as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can't find what you're looking for on there. It's crazy. That's a terrible app.
Disney tap
NBA app horrible too.
Disney tap in. We listen.
I should write a letter.
Tap in the Unlabeled podcast. We're gonna hook y'all up. Yep.
Write a letter and tell them your concerns.
Right. My thing is this: they need to do something with I mean, maybe if they had more diverse voices in there speaking about shit, you know, that I had to do.
Well,
right.
That's too much.
Hold on now, buddy.
Hey, didn't they fire all the diverse voices?
You know what diverse voices mean in Hollywood? Black and gay. That's all that shit mean. It don't mean black male. It don't mean nothing. That it just mean black and gay. That's all that shit mean.
Or woman and gay.
That's what I mean. Black. If you a black woman and you gay, shit.
Oh man.
I mean,
should be a millionaire.
I won't call you out, but that shit was funny as hell. But yeah, man, enough of Disney and Bob Iger. But he done managed to piss off our guy, Elon. Well, I won't say our guy, but my guy, Elon Musk. Elon Musk had he did an interview. I think it was yesterday. What was that? What was that interview on CNBC, Kendall?
New York. It was New York. Well, I don't know what channel it was on, but it was with the New York Times.
Let me pull it up right quick, because but he said.
And I just want to let everybody know the going name with him on Twitter, or X, stupid ass name, is Elon Musty. So I just want everybody.
he finna delete all you niggas' accounts.
You thought you was verified.
You're right.
Right. Elon Musty is the funniest name. We'll continue.
Yeah, it was the New York Times Deal Book Summit. That's what it was. He sat down with and got an interview.
Hey man, he was incredibly defiant.
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I think a lot of people took what he said out of context. Like I don't know. I have this weird thing about understanding spastic ass people and people that kind of go against like social norms and shit. And I understood everything he's saying, and he don't like the attack on freedom of speech. And basically he was saying is like, if y'all fucking pull y'all advertisements from Twitter, and y'all cause this app to crash that employs, I don't know how many people they employ, but quite a few people, you know what I'm saying, or to go bankrupt and go out of business and shit. These people is gonna remember that. And I think he was like kind of speaking to like, well, you're going to create a bigger monster, a bigger freedom of speech monster. And I think that's what he was basically saying. And when they was questioning him on there, and that's why he said, if y'all want to fucking blackmail me for this anti-Semitic tweet that he apparently liked, or whatever. If y'all want to blackmail me by pulling your ass, then fuck y'all. Like, and I like that he stood on that shit. Like, this man got an ungodly amount of money, and we see it too.
I was just saying, I like hearing my super rich dudes talk shit like they super rich.
Yeah, and also like this, bro. Like America cancels people for having an opinion. Like I've always been on the side of like, fam, okay, if you feel that way, that's how you feel. So fucking what? I don't gotta agree with you. I ain't gotta fuck with you either. But like, if that's how you feel, so what? And like a lot of people just act like you gotta go along to get along. And the moment you get out of that line, then you the fuck out of here. And I don't agree with that at all. You know what I mean? Unless you're doing something that's like harming people, then yeah, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But we all know, and I don't know if I should say this, but this is just my opinion, but we all know, like, there's a certain sect of people that you cannot say anything about, and the moment you say something about them, it's over for you. And the only reason it's like that is because they have the power.
That's crazy.
And that's
crazy.
And
like, it got real quiet when you brought him up, bro.
I'm just saying,
we got to change subject.
I'm just waiting. I mean,
yeah. I mean,
y'all go ahead.
No.
I don't give a damn about none of that.
Yeah. No. I mean, but I'm just. We got a podcast.
You don't want. Hey man, Kendall don't want Twitter to go nowhere. He don't listen to that.
No, he sure.
No. That's my whole point. Is because again, like. It's because of his rhetoric or stuff that he says. Mm-hmm. He aligns himself with certain things on when he wants to. So like what it is these companies, what they do is they take their money away from shit because they don't want that shit to affect their bottom line with their stock price and with their shareholders. Mm-hmm. They gonna start saying, what the fuck is Elon Musk saying? Well, y'all need to either y'all pull out or we gonna pull out, that kind of stuff. So it forces companies, because again, America is a conglomerate, right? So it's a USA Inc. So when you start saying some stuff, they pull out, and then now you trying to blame and say it's on them. And I get that, but it's like, please, again, to your point, Blaze, I like Twitter. It's one of the few social media networks that actually has a level of truth, has a level of debate, some level of information exchange, things like that I think is more healthy than some other mediums. But at the same time, I just don't want him to get, because sometimes he can tend to get like an emotional in terms of like how he feels about certain things, and he gets personal.
He 100%
with a certain subject on things, and I just don't want a rash decision off some dumb shit, and then we lose Twitter off of that. Like you said, he's got a lot of money, so maybe he'll just fund that shit himself. But I don't think he cares about Twitter that damn much. If anything, I mean, I would think that if it starts to become a real problem or major issue for him, he'll just let that shit go where it needs to go. You know, because he's gonna make money regardless. He's got endeavors, I'm sure, outside of Twitter. I mean, this man's in space, so I'm not saying he ain't a smart man, but nor am I saying. I mean, maybe he's got some uppercut to display later on. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is don't get rid of Twitter.
I love the fact that you brought up America being a conglomerate, and if you don't, if you want to do business, then you got to play ball, right? You can't. No,
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But that's kind of how the structure is. I know you ain't saying that exactly, but
this is America. You can't just say what you want to. This ain't even always about the Jews. It's about
sandwich. Go ahead.
It's about this is our country, and if we not riding with that, if it's not gonna make money. Or if it's gonna make people run away, we not dealing with that. You know, and that's how this country works.
But my thing is this, because recently we've seen in recent years there's been a lot of attack on freedom of speech and just saying what the fuck you want to say, right? Like without and I get it, you have to toe the line to some point. I'm not just saying motherfuckers just be out here running around saying whatever these CEOs and Ye and all these people just be going around saying whatever they want to, but like okay, so I know this is all idealistic, but where do you be like, you know what, like, what did he really do something that bad? You get what I'm saying? Like. No,
I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying. I mean, there are some things that he does say that's just kind of wild. Yeah. But I'm just saying in terms of you being a CEO of a company. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily just always about him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about, like you said, there's people that work for the company. There's other people that's kind of. They depending on you to keep this thing afloat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, as a CEO, I just think you got to move a certain way, not necessarily capitulate just because you have to do it on the sake of keeping sponsors.
Stop using.
But I'm just saying, sometimes, just like the whole Diddy situation, right? Like the whole with the Cassie thing. We don't know. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, but I'm just saying, like with the whole him being sued from his company's perspective, he done already had to step down from some of them because they like, hey, bruh, you messing up the money right now, so you're gonna have to go chill out somewhere.
Yeah, you got to. When they come to
the board, right? They don't care at that point.
I don't want to really conflate the two though, because what Puffy did and what Elon has done ain't even close. Like,
no doubt, but I'm saying no, that's not the point. I'm talking about companies pulling out based on rhetoric that Elon is making to them. That's flagrant to them. That's like, hey man, it's too much attention for us. I'm not equating the same type of things being done, but what I'm saying, that's how companies work. They're not dealing with that shit. They just gonna be like, hey, bro, you gotta have to move around to the side. Shareholders gonna vote you out, or we gotta find somebody else that's gonna be able to take care of this because you losing us money, and that's all. It's at the end of the day, that's what they want to continue to keep.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just think we. And that's just, like I said, this is all idealistic. It's just how my brain works, because I know this ain't how society works at large. I just think it's dangerous. I just think it's fucked up. I won't say dangerous. I just think it's fucked up that people can't really like speak themselves and have an opinion about stuff. But like I said, Elon do be out of pocket a lot of times. And like I said, I don't know what got him in trouble with this anti-Semitic tweet. I'd never seen it. Don't know what the fuck happened with it. Had any of y'all seen it or heard or what exactly?
I didn't know nothing about specifically to the anti-Semitic tweet. I'm just talking about other tweets that he's had just in the past, just from political stuff, things that he's just his opinion on things like that, which I'm fine with, because I'm all about the free speech shit.
Right.
I'm just saying, just don't let it conflict with your company, with Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, let Twitter shade where it's at. It's a great tool, and it's been around for a very long time. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. But I don't knock whatever he want to say is whatever he should be able to say. I don't think that's wrong. I think anybody should be, but America has never really been that type of country to me. It's only been that way for white people.
Right.
So now that it's become a problem for white people, that they kind of get their hands slapped a little bit because they just can't get away whatever the hell they want to. I mean, they still can't. I mean, it's their country. But I'm just saying it's different now. There's a little bit more of a finger wag. To Trey's point, we gonna put some attention around you. TMZ gonna show up, that kind of thing. But it's always kind of been like that with this country. You can say what you want to an extent, but it's always gonna be some level of backlash. I just think it's quicker now because of the access to information and internet speed. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like, it's just instant.
No, the internet definitely done push that shit forward. It's done changed reshape the whole culture, even pushing a lot of our issues forward. You know what I mean? Because of the internet and the speed in which we receive information. You know what I mean?
They used to be able to bury the stories before it got out to all the newspapers. It might have got over here on the East Coast, but it didn't make its way all the way over here. So that's those are just rumors and shit. I heard about that, but I don't know about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, versus now, it's like, as soon as it's out there, I mean, you got like 2 minutes, and it's over for you.
Trey, I don't like how cancel culture only apply to certain shit. Like, you could say
that's
a lot of stuff
too,
but if you say something about a few different things, few different subjects, then
that's because
I think that's where he was taking a stand at. Like, I can say what the fuck I want to,
right?
First off,
go ahead, Trey, because you've been trying to get in this whole time, Trey. But I'm gonna come back to that. Go ahead.
He's saying what he want to say because I just looked it up while we were talking. Twitter's worth $41 billion. Elon Musk is worth $250.1 billion. Y'all could shut this down and he could file bankrupt for that company or whatever he does, and he'll be long dead and his family will still be fine. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why he feels that he has that confidence though. He really don't give a fuck. Like in real life,
or maybe he just don't like his fellow white people because he was born in Africa. And I don't listen. When white people argue, that ain't got nothing to do with
South
me.
Africa.
She said when white people argue, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Don't worry, Leslie. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying though, like but also real shit, like
about the apartheid.
He's sick of it, and then too, if you know that you can talk some shit and get your shit off, and what y'all gonna do about it? You're gonna do it,
right?
Well, he's the richest man in the world, so I mean, that's where all this is coming from, no doubt. But that's to Trey's point. He probably just don't give a damn about Twitter, and this is my point. Some of us care. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get rid of this media.
Well, ask him, can you buy Twitter from him? Then
get rid of it. Well, no, or just give it to somebody that's just. He could. How about just not buy it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have been the greatest thing in the beginning, is just not purchase it and keep it where it was at in the first place. That was a knee jerk reaction to things that he felt needed to change.
He got money. Then he gonna show that he got money.
Kendall right though, because he kind of put himself in that position
with a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but it's like you want to control a certain parameter behind that. Though is what I'm saying. Like, and it's because of, again, he's acting his color. He's doing what any natural white man.
Kendall right, because he made himself the face of Twitter. Like,
that's it.
We didn't know who owned Twitter before that.
Twitter never had a face.
Any of them motherfuckers could have said anything.
That was because that was because he publicly announced that he wanted to buy it, and he put his foot in his mouth because I don't think he had intentions on buying it until they forced him to. Until they forced him to buy it. Right, he didn't want to buy that shit.
He was going back and forth with the CEO on Twitter, and he started running his mouth and then saying, "I'll buy it." But like I said, he was feeling himself. He's very wealthy. We're not denying anything you're saying, Leslie, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just,
nigga, I'm gonna buy your shit.
Right. And it's just like, you don't even really want it. And now here we are. You know what I'm saying? Now you saying go fuck yourselves. And we could have just like not had this conversation.
But when Leslie said hit him up.
Keep Leslie going. Keep Twitter going.
Yeah, when Leslie said hit him up and ask him if you can buy it. If this nigga keep talking, we gonna be able to afford that shit ourselves. We take out a small business loan and buy it.
Kendall don't have a requirement though. Y'all only can get on Twitter if you show your feet.
All right, listen. All right.
It's gonna be a toe clause.
All right.
So, way around.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Unlabeled.
Right? Yeah. I almost left. I almost left.
I'm good on the feet pics.
Hey, dog, if they start flooding Kindle inbox, dog, I'm gonna be done. But anyway, to Blaze points to what you were saying about cancel culture only applying to certain shit. It only apply to the people who got the power, bro. Like, we know who the people is that got the power, which groups have the power. So whenever you address those groups, bro, like that's why I don't apply to certain things. You feel me? Like, in certain groups. So like,
but that's why that's why I understand why advertisers be so spooked, because like, these ain't the groups that got the power to, like, they not gonna make y'all not get y'all money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like public backlash. It's voices.
Yeah.
Ain't no money behind it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Target's still around, so you might have a point.
Well, I'm just saying, like, there's certain companies.
Everybody's still around. That shit don't exist.
Yeah.
It's about the bigger. It's about the bigger stockholders that pull out, though. It ain't even really about the customer, though. It's them. Like, they don't want that image to come towards them. Like, it's more so about the business. Like, they don't. It's how they want to control it. Like, because CEOs don't really run the damn company. It's the shareholders. They just tell you what they want. You might be able to bring some direction and be like, this is what these are the initiatives that we're running here. This is how we feel we want to make the company money going forward. If they don't want that shit, they're not going to, they don't want to sign off on it. So that it's more so about what the shareholders want. It's not so much about the company or the image is definitely there, but they just worried about people pulling out based on the image that they seeing and not seeing no action being done.
Hey, if
nobody can stop Elon saying for what he want to say.
If I sell this water right here and it's 100 million people on Twitter that's gonna see that water and see ads for that water and buy that shit, I don't give a fuck what that nigga say.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But if it's something that's a need, I agree with that. I mean, that's not gonna really change anything, right? I mean, it's just like you got people that still go to the nail salons with people that still disrespect them, but they just cheaper. So hey, I got to deal with it. Or you go to Walmart,
talking crazy as hell about y'all.
Right.
You go to Walmart, get disrespected at Walmart. You'll be back 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I go to Walmart. I gotta check my own shit out.
Yeah. So it's
say nothing about that.
If it's a need, absolutely. But I'm just saying, like something like Twitter, it's not really a need. Like some people don't give a damn about Twitter. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily something that is a need. And that's versus food or a resource or something like that. So
yeah, I think
and Blade. Go ahead, my bad. Right?
I was just gonna say, man, it's just crazy to me that self-expression is fucking killing America like this. Like this shit is causing so much divisiveness for everybody need to have so much self-expression, and it's even trickling over to people like Elon. You know what I mean? Like when did this become a thing? Because I remember like when people were CEOs and shit, you didn't know much about their personal lives at all. Now it seems like CEOs and these and all this shit is and these heads of these companies, rock stars, they want to be celebrities. Right? You know,
you got to remember, those are the nerds. Those are those are the people that's probably getting talked about, red roasted, whatever. So then
they wasn't getting no pussy. Just say it.
Right. Look at what's his name? The Amazon dude. He out here jacked. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Taking HGH. I mean, he out here looking like a totally different person. Yeah. Allegedly, I'm just talking shit. But yeah, I mean that's what it's become. And now some of them want to be celebrities. They want to be out here in the limelight. I mean, that's where it's at. Everybody got an IG page now.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess that. So social media to ruin the world. Attention.
To an extent.
I been said that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though. I was just thinking about that because, like I said, I remember back in the day we didn't know shit about no CEOs. These motherfuckers running around the world with their yachts and their young chicks.
And this is why we're here.
That's why we're here. So speaking,
these stories have now carried themselves. It's like their division. Right. carry the shit over.
And while I'm at it, R.I.P. Henry Kissinger.
Yes, fuck him.
I was gonna say, man, fuck Henry Kissinger.
Absolutely.
Why fuck?
Glad he's out of here.
Why fuck him?